Hi everyone, it's Carsman across YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'll be previewing our round 1 clash against the West Coast Eagles. If you are returning Carsman Magpies, welcome, like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watch this for the first time, like, comment, share and subscribe. Now, we are playing on the Sunday. Obviously, the team announcements have come out as well, so I think it will be just extended squads for now. There hasn't really been too many of that, so it's very hard to really, go through the lineup as well. But let's just get through the preview, shall we? Now, I do think this game will be one loss in the midfield. I think our midfield is capable of really dominating the West Coast Eagles as well. We know they're hard to read and they'll have their usual dom sheet in there as well. But I do think that with the way that this game is being set up as well, I do think that we'll probably see the difference in how the game is going to get played now. Typically what will happen is that we need to play our brand of football. We need to be quick now. We know that Jake Waterman's out injured. Elliot Yeo is injured as well, so, and even Noah Long. So I do think that our midfield is way better than the West Coast midfield, and our forward line is better than the West Coast defence. But there is a chance to really see what comes out of it, and particularly on that as well. So I think for me, I know that it will be one loss in the midfield, but also I think if our forward line as well is more capable of standing up and playing good footy as well. So there is going to be a difference in the game for sure. But we know that Marchek is injured. Bowen McCreary is injured as well. So, concussion, obviously hamstring. Rocky Schultz got that 1 week suspension as well, which was pretty piss poor. But I do think there is a chance here that we can really go through and have a look to see what happens. Now, one guy is stopping Jeremy McGovern. Who do we have on him? Look, I would personally bring Nathan Kruger. I know we probably ain't going to do that, but I do feel like Nathan Kruger can play that crash and bash role and really get on top. So if we can, that would be the most likely I would go for. But I wouldn't be surprised if we put like Billy Frampton in, or maybe Reef that plays on him potentially. Because we know that how dangerous that like McGovern is for us is at intercepting the footy as well. So I do think that that's going to be the way that we look at it, but definitely have to wait and see as well. So for me, stopping Jeremy McGovern is one that I would do, and also stopping Jack Darling. Now we know that Josh Kennedy kills us every time, but mate, and Lane Ryan as well. I think Maynard would potentially go on to him as well. But other than that, we'll see what happens. Now, number one is match selection, who comes in. Look, I think we'll make the 3 or 4 changes. You think with our sub as well, he has to play. I don't care what anyone thinks, but we need a sub to play from last week. And the reason why I said that, Sullivan did a really good job. Spain as a sub, he should definitely come in. And I reckon he'll take that potential role to play that forward line. You think maybe Richards might come in, or Bartel might come in as well. If Jamie Elliott is a late withdrawal, because there's been that he could be injured, you think maybe Finn might come in. I did hear that across the trap somewhere, so that could be a potential. But I think you make at least 2 or 3 changes, and then if you need to make another one with Jamie Elliott, I think then you can do that. But apart from that, yeah, I don't think we'll see that too much as well. So I think that's number 1 match selection. Number 2 is when we get to a lead, we need to put the opposition away. And what I mean by that is that if we do get a lead, like 4 or 5 goals, we've got to put our foot on the gas. I'm expecting us to win by 40 points plus. That's purely based on, I think we've got senior players there that can get the job done. Yes, there'll be some kids, but I do think that we can dominate, West Coast in the midfield, in the rucks in particular, and I'm expecting us to win the clearances as well and really getting the job done on top of it. Number 3 is our forward line. I think with us, if our forward line can match up really well, whether it's Billy Rampton, who knows at this rate, and we'll wait and see to the actual team changes. So not just the extended bench, but the 4 players plus the 5 players from the bench plus the emergencies as well. So I'll wait before I do my predictions on that. But I do think that if we get a good lead, we need to smash West Coast. Jack Darling and Liam Ryan are the ones that are going to do the most damage. Jamie Cripps definitely can, but McGovern, Price and Duggan can definitely be good in defence. Even Cole can a little bit. But I do think that we need to start playing our brand of football, and our forward line needs to lift this week as well. Whether we go smaller, we know Harvey Harrison is in as well. So, that does lead to something, but we need to really start dominating our forward line on top of it. Number 4 is game plan and tactics. I do think that we need to start off well. We can't afford to let Westlers get off to a good start and try and fight back. I think we'll start attacking through the corridor and start winning the clearances and start our run off halfback, but also pressure West Coast into submissions well tactically. We need to stop Jeremy McGovern, Tom Barras, even Liam Duggan, Jack Darling, and Darcy Moore's going to have a huge role. So Jack Darling, Darcy Moore's going to have a huge role in Jack Darling. McGovern, who knows who will stop him, but we definitely need someone to stop his influence. And I do think as well we need to lower our eyes when we go forward. Can't afford a bomb, but we do need someone as a target, so if we ever do kick long and high that we can mark and then easily just use the footage that way, use the 45-degree kicks as well, and just really try and get into the game more often. Number 5 is our midfield and defence. Look, I think with our midfield, we need to get on top early and win the clearances. Pendlebury needs to play well. We know that Chris and Nick Dacus will do really good. Cox is another one. Needs to step up and really play well and really dominate this game like scruff the neck. And that way we can see the difference as well. And even that back line, we need to start really being smart. So once we start being smart with the footy, then we can attack that way as well. So my tips for this game, I say Collingwood by 40 points. Only because we need to start beating up West Coast, and obviously if we go on the ladder, we are currently 9th, so if we win and a couple others above us lose, we can definitely get in there and really, we know with Fremantle, Essendon, because Essendon playing the Giants as well, so that's going to be an interesting game on who wins that. Fremantle's got Sydney as well, so again, that's going to be interesting. So we can definitely jump a few teams and definitely get our percentage up as well, but it will depend on what happens obviously above us. So I think a 40-point plus win for the Pies should something that we can concentrate as well. Hope you guys like the video. I'll do the team talks when it comes out, and I'll go through the predictions that way. Extended bench, there's not much point for me. But don't forget to drop a like and also drop a sub as well. Until next time, bye for now.